If you're drugstore makeup obsessed like I am, you've been noticing as you prowl around the drugstore that there are a lot of new products lately. And I just thought I would compile some of the new things that I've been getting and put them into a new at the drugstore haul. And a couple of things I want to mention right off the bat, I have reviewed very recently on my Beauty Broadcast Express channel. That's quick reviews 5 days a week, so brief, less than 5-minute type stuff. But nonetheless, these are new things and I just wanted to give them a mention here. These are the new Revlon ShadowLinks. Basically, these are individual eyeshadows. They sell for like $2.99 a piece. You can pick whatever ones you want and then you can connect them up and make your own little like quads, trios, duos, whatever you want to do with them. I was not a big fan of these. I'm not going to go in depth because I do have the full review with the swatches and the whole 9 yards, but I have seen these at Walgreens if you're interested. Another thing that's very new that I have a review on are the Maybelline Color Elixirs. These are a lip color that basically applies like a gloss. It's got a little like pointed applicator there. I find these to be very thick on the lips. These were again not a real favorite product of mine, but you can get more of a description in my review video. The shades I have are Rose Redefined, Dashing Orchid, and Amethyst Potion. So a real classic pink, a shimmery purpley shade, and then a really deep plum. Now on to some brand new things that I've not yet done any reviews on, and this is the Revlon Parfumerie scented nail polish, and this is in the shade Bordeaux, and I am wearing that on my nails right now. It's a creamy, just wine-colored nail polish, and when I first put this on, like, you don't just open it up and smell it. It's still got a strong nail polish scent right out of the bottle, of course. After I applied it, and I was like asking Tyler, do you smell anything? And we both noticed kind of a faint smell, like right after the polish started to dry on my nails. I don't know that it was a real wine type scent, but it had kind of a deep, little bit fruity scent to it. Now I can't smell it at all, and I did not put any top coat on it because I really wanted to see what would happen, and I mean my nails really don't have any scent to them whatsoever. I do really like the color. This is 2 coats that I did here. I don't know, I would be curious to see what some of the other scents actually smell like, or how accurate they are, or how bold they are. This one, if nothing else, I'm happy with the color. I'll probably do a full review once I can figure out like how long this lasts on my nails without chipping. So far so good. It's been like a day and a half. Something new that I saw in Walgreens is this Fergie limited edition little package here from Wet n Wild, and it says limited edition to reflect shimmer palette bonus kabuki brush. This was $8. Here's the little palette and the kabuki brush. Not really wowed by this at all. I actually think $8 is a bit much for this product. This kabuki brush, it's maybe okay for like a body type application. For the face, I mean, it's not real soft, and it's definitely like just slightly tapered here, but then all the bristles are very blunt around the sides. So I don't think it's really the greatest for doing a ton of blending. The bristles are kind of just coarse. It's basically a cheap kabuki brush in my mind. And then this is kind of set up shimmer brick style. I believe this is the same size as the like other Fergie highlights that came out. If you dust your brush over all of this, you end up with something that's basically just a golden highlight. I mean, nothing too special, maybe even a little bit coppery looking. I did a very light dusting of that on my cheeks. I mean, it's pretty, but I don't think it's really outstanding. Some of these shades individually could be used as eyeshadows. I mean, the pigmentation isn't that bad. It's just that they all kind of look really similar when you swatch them out. At Walgreens, they've got some new holiday E.L.F. stuff, which I blogged about. One of the things was like a smallish palette with those geometric shapes in there, and then another one was one of their beauty books. So I reviewed those on my blog. If you want more info, you can check that there. But later on, after visiting Target, I realized they've got a whole display of even more E.L.F. holiday stuff too. And this little guy was one of the things that I saw there. I'm going to swatch out some of these shades for you just randomly so you can get an idea of what they're like, because the quality is not that bad overall. But my only objection with like this geometric style here is some of these are in really small spaces, you know, like they're hard to even get your finger in there and swatch, and they're even a little small if you were to stick a blending brush in there too, you know? And I'm noticing some of these shades are a little hit and miss and flaky, but there's just a little random sampling of some of them. You can see some of the deeper colors are really not too bad, and of course I have no primer on my hand either, and I'm wearing some of the lighter shades just for a really light kind of wash of color on my lid. Decent color variety. I just kind of wish they just put them in squares, you know? Or maybe took some of these and made them a little bit bigger so the shadows were easier to get to. And I don't know if I said, but that is the 32-piece eyeshadow palette, and I believe that was like $6. At Ulta, I noticed a new little Revlon display. I think they had maybe some new photo-ready eyeshadow palettes, and they had a couple new lip butters. One was blue, I believe, and this one was purple. It's called Provocative. They look like this. They're in like some frosty, silvery packaging, and then you have this. I should have known better. This is just clear. Yeah, there's nothing, I mean, I put it right there. I don't know if you can tell. It's just a shiny, like, lip smacker type balm. It doesn't have much of a smell to it that I can even pick up on. It just gives your lips a little bit of shine, but I don't notice any color coming off on my lips with this. Thanks, Revlon. How about some new lip butters with like some really intense fun colors or something? I don't know. But Revlon did put out these, which I've now seen at Walgreens and Wal-Mart, and both selections were becoming very picked over by the time I got to them. But these are the Color Burst Matte Balms, and these are the Lacquer Balms. So these are the same exact format as the Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stains, only you've got two distinctly different finishes. You've got these mattes, which are really full color and creamy, and then these shiny ones as well. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch out what I have. So you can tell a pretty distinct difference here between the mattes and the lacquers, but the shades I have here, that light pink is called Elusive. Then this kind of deep rosy color is Sultry, and the red is Standout, and that is the one that I'm wearing on my lips right now, that matte red. As for the shiny ones, the shiny red is called Enticing, and this sort of shiny purpley pink is Whimsical. You can bet I'm going to be doing a review on these once I get a chance to try them more. I'm really impressed so far with the way these matte ones feel on my lips. I haven't worn the lacquers yet, but these remind me a lot of like the L'Oreal Le Matte, which I was very impressed with too. Just super full color, decent staying power. I was wearing actually the light pink one the other day, and I was very impressed with how like I could put it on and I could eat something or drink something, but a lot of color remained on my lips throughout the day. And it doesn't feel dry, it doesn't feel uncomfortable, so definitely look for more on the Express channel on these. I also got a couple more of the NYX Butter Lip Balms. I have done a review on these. These are so cool. I like them because they give you that tinted lip balm feel, but they're not like greasy or really slick. They're a little bit thick and moisturizing, not at all uncomfortable, and there's not a ton of shine, which I find is interesting. Most of the tinted lip balm things, you know, they give off a lot of shine, and these give more of an interesting, like, little bit matte look on the lips. The two new shades that I picked up are Panna Cotta, which is this kind of medium pink tone right there, and then I got Red Velvet, which is this very pretty red. You guessed it. It looks like such a pretty cherry red on your lips, and like I said, not a lot of shine. It's a different kind of tinted lip balm product, but I really like these butter lip balms. Found those at Ulta. Also, there are some new color tattoos from Maybelline. I believe they're limited edition, but they are matte. And the one that I found, they were really picked over when I got to them at Ulta, but it's the color tattoo in Nude Pink. And so it's just a creamy shade with no shimmer. I realize it doesn't look super exciting, but I have been using this lately as kind of a base for my eye looks. Like I used it underneath this eye look today. Same great creaminess and staying power of the color tattoos that you would expect. I really think a shade like this totally belongs in their regular line. I'm trying to build up the swatch just a bit so you can see better what it's like. See how it's like just a little deeper than my skin tone, but works very nicely as a neutral base. A couple things from NYX, and I'm not sure how new these are. They may not be new at all, but they're new to be. And I got the NYX Mineral Matte Finishing Powder. It says set it and don't fret it. And I got this in light medium. If you're looking for something that's really, really light and doesn't change the finish of your foundation too much, but helps a little bit in controlling oil, this is nice. It is a silica based powder, and that does help in filling fine lines and pores and that kind of thing. It's just got the traditional sifter there. There's a lot of product that's been coming out, but not a coverage product, but just something light to set with if you don't want a real heavy powder. This isn't a full out review on it, but just something I've been using here and there a few times, and I like the finish it gives. This dewy finish, long lasting lasting setting spray. I use this in my full coverage radiant foundation routine. I love this stuff. I really love just adding this as the cherry on top on my fuller coverage foundation looks, because I love how long wearing the Estee Lauder Double Wear and Revlon Colorstay and the CoverGirl Stay Fabulous foundations are. You know, great coverage, great staying power. And this becomes like the perfect finishing touch on top of those. I just do 1 or 2 spritzes of this. It's perfect. It just gives the skin a really nice radiant finish when you're done with everything. And it's not dewy, sticky, tacky, or anything like that. It's super lightweight. Something I love about this also is how fine the mist is. You know, if you're going to be using a setting spray, spraying something on top of your finished makeup look, I think it needs to be just the perfect fine mist, and this is great for that. But there's just a little heads up on some new things you might be running into in the drugstore. For the things that I have reviewed, I'll have those links below. Otherwise, reviews are probably coming soon if I haven't done one yet. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.